guys, it's Soda here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're back with another TikTok video. I'm going to be reacting to and reviewing some of the animal related TikToks you guys have sent me. There's a lot of new ones that have come out and gone popular that I really wanted to talk about, so that's what we're doing in this video. TikTok is everyone's favorite place to find awful pet videos. Woo! I'm kidding. There is a lot of good stuff on TikTok as well. I don't hate TikTok as a platform. I just think that there's so much bad stuff on there that doesn't get managed on TikTok. This is my TikTok account. If you guys want to follow me or send me TikToks. For some reason TikTok doesn't allow you guys to DM me anymore. They have this new thing where people can only DM people if they're friends with them, which is so weird. I don't know why there's only two options for DMs. Either you get DMs from friends or you get DMs from no one. That's it. I don't know why they can't have DMs from everyone, but they can't do that anymore, I guess. So instead you guys have to like at me in the videos, but that seems to be working alright, so just at me in them if you want me to see them. And sometimes I do reply to those ats as well. Alright, so in my last TikTok video I talked mostly about the small dog abuse on TikTok, if you want to see that video. Which, by the way, that Maddie account, just quickly, this is not gonna be the whole video, but that Maddie account, every single video now is like an ad. Like, I swear, most of her videos now are just ads, but she also doesn't disclose that they're ads when they're very obviously ads, which, by the way, is illegal. Like this one, for example.
I noticed that Maddie was limping and she didn't want to bear weight on her paw. So after doing some research, I found DogSnap, which provides health risk information for pets. First, I scanned a picture of Maddie to identify her breed. Then I saw that Chihuahuas are at high risk for patellar luxation. So I went to the vet and he prescribed me with this medication to help Maddie with her pain and arthritis.
This is so obviously an ad, and she doesn't say anywhere that this is an ad, not even a hashtag ad. Oh, that's not really related to her pet videos, but that really bothered me for some reason. I wanted to talk about it because here's another one. Vacuum cleaner.
And she sheds a lot.
It's an ad. Hi, it's Editing Soda. So I just went through the account because I was just curious, and I wanted to count all the undisclosed ads on her profile. I counted 11 undisclosed ads. That's crazy. Just letting you know, I don't want her to get into legal trouble, but yeah, it's just a bit weird. I know that some companies do pay more if you don't disclose that they're ads, but it is still illegal. This is kind of relevant to my video, but you know, it's still just something I noticed. You know, it's just something I noticed I wanted to talk about. I guess she just does ads now instead of videos of harassing her dog, because I think she does get a lot of hate for it. So I don't think she does a lot of videos just harassing Maddie anymore, which is good. But yeah, maybe disclose that your ads are ads. There were more ads than that, but some of them did say that they were ads, other ones didn't say that they were, so yeah. That's like way more ads than I've ever done in my 10 years of being on YouTube. I don't do a lot of ads. I very rarely do ads, so yeah, that's interesting. I don't know, I thought that was funny. Anyways, ooh, saw that video again. Back to the actual video. Okay, this is one I got tagged in a lot, and let's watch.
My peppermint shrimp is finally here. Went a little hardcore Black Friday shopping. Somehow ended up buying a shrimp. Out of anything you could buy, I got a shrimp.
She got a shrimp! Ah, that's so funny, girl. You're so silly. You're so silly.
The craziest part of all is that they shipped it to me today.
Wow, that's so crazy. It's not like they get shipped to the pet store. I always find it so weird that people think it's crazy to ship like fish and stuff. I feel like a lot of people who aren't in like the fish community and stuff get really uncomfortable at the idea that fish are often shipped to people. They say like, oh, I don't want to get my fish shipped to me, so I get it from the pet store. Even though all the fish you see in the pet stores get shipped to that pet store. And also, like, the fish that get shipped to pet stores die a lot more than the small aquarium businesses that ship fish directly to people, if you know what I mean. Anyways, that's kind of relevant, but I just wanted to add that.
Express shipping, so. Anyways, I had to start out by setting up his tank. He is a saltwater shrimp, so I had to get his water all salty. And now it is time to put him into the tank. Looking at me like, you dropped me, I'm gonna end you. Not to mention that he is a peppermint shrimp. According to Google, he's gonna get his stripes very soon. For now, I'm gonna let him get settled. If you want to see him get his stripes, follow for up.
Alright. Alright. I'm so... I don't know if I'm more angry at the way this person is talking in this video, or I'm more angry at the setup of this saltwater shrimp. Okay, so there's a lot of comments on here actually that is like saying the tank's too small and stuff, which is really good to see. I'm really happy there's actually a lot of comments that care about the shrimp. That's actually really cool. But there's also more likes and comments in this video, so, you know. But it is good to see that. I don't know why you would impulse buy like a saltwater shrimp out of everything. A saltwater shrimp, like saltwater fish. I don't own any saltwater fish. I only have tropical and coldwater fish tanks. Maybe I'll get a saltwater tank one day in the future, but that's nothing I plan to do anytime soon, you know? But I do know that caring for saltwater fish has a lot of extra steps than caring for freshwater fish. And this tank, oh my god. This is literally one of the tanks I talked about on my, like, one of my AliExpress and Wish videos. I always see these fish tanks on AliExpress and Wish. They're so tiny. You can't look how tiny that is. I'm sorry, I'm just, my god. Yeah, this is ridiculously small. I don't know how many gallons this would be, but it's definitely way too small. Now, like I said, I'm not experienced with saltwater fish, but I have done my research on this, and from what I understand, the minimum size tank for a peppermint shrimp is 10 gallons at least, which is still, like, you know, you don't have to have a massive tank to have these shrimp. You know, 10 gallons is, you know, a fairly small tank you can have them live happily in. Just one though, you'd have to get a bigger tank if you want to get more. So, like, why would you get one of these ones? These AliExpress fish tanks. These are also so overpriced on AliExpress too. I mean, maybe they sell them in pet stores in America, I don't know. I feel like I've only ever seen them on AliExpress, but I don't know what pet stores are like in America, apart from that they're bad. Is that a filter? Does it have a filter? I can't tell. Maybe it is. Okay, maybe it does have a filter in the tank, which is good. But this is way too small to fit a heater in there. These shrimp need like 25 to 29 degrees Celsius. So a heater is recommended for fish that need that kind of temperature, and there's no heater in here. And a heater I don't think would even fit in this tiny tank. I'm really worried that she used like table salt in here. I mean, surely like she wouldn't do that. You know, when you look at that tank, I wouldn't be that surprised that she would use table salt. She doesn't show like any aquarium salt or anything, and also she puts like a salt shaker emoji, so I'm like, please don't tell me you use table salt for this, because this shrimp is gonna die. I mean, it's probably gonna die anyway, but it will die quicker with table salt. I'm gonna believe that she didn't use table salt, but just in case she did, table salt and aquarium salt are not the same thing at all, and it will just kill your saltwater fish. But also, a big thing with fish in general is that you need to cycle their tanks. And obviously this tank wasn't cycled because she set it up the same day she put the shrimp in there. And cycling your tank is a big important process of keeping fish, keeping them alive and healthy. But especially with saltwater fish, they need extra steps for cycling than freshwater fish do, because you also have to measure the salinity in the tank and the DKH, and it can take a long time to get your water levels perfect for that fish to be happy and comfortable. Also, peppermint shrimp are nocturnal species of shrimp, so they actually pretty much spend their whole time like hiding away until it's like nighttime. But there's nowhere the shrimp can hide in this tank because it's so tiny you can't fit anything for it to hide in, so it's just really not suitable. I really hate this pinned comment that she made saying, "Hey y'all, stop assuming. The tank was recommended by the fish store for 1 week until this tank is fully cycled." Okay. Listen, I understand that people put a lot of trust in pet store workers. You really need to understand that you need to do your own research as well, not just trusting these pet store employees that a lot of the time are there just to sell things, and a lot of the time don't actually know what they're talking about. Sometimes they do. There is good pet stores out there, but a lot of the chain pet stores and stuff, they don't actually get taught the proper way to care for these animals. She says that the fish will be in there for 1 week until the new tank is fully cycled. So what you're saying is you brought 2 fish tanks. One is to keep the fish in for a week, and the other one is to cycle. That doesn't make any sense, because first of all, cycling takes a lot longer than a week unless you already have established media you can use. It can take up to like 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes even longer. And cycling is something that should be done before you buy the fish. You need to cycle your tank beforehand, then once all your levels are safe and, you know, accurate, you can put them in the tank. I don't think that the shrimp will survive in a tiny, non-cycled tank that potentially might not have the right kind of salt that they need. Yeah, they haven't made any updates either, I don't think. They did make one of them, but it just shows how tiny this tank is. But they haven't yeah, they haven't made a video in a while about the shrimp, so I doubt it's still alive. It just makes me even more annoyed that they had the audacity to like make a pinned comment saying like, stop assuming stuff. I know what I'm doing, when like, you kind of don't. A lot of these comments are actually like really helpful as well. Oh yeah, I just wrote a comment saying that shrimp need to be drip acclimated. I mean, it doesn't have to be drip acclimation. They can handle a normal one, but a drip acclimation is the best way to do it, like the safest way if you're like really worried about your fish. That's also a good point. I don't think they acclimated their shrimp at all. Yeah, that's not good, because putting a shrimp in new water just like that without any acclimation to the temperature can put them into shock. So, alright, here's another one. Yeah, no. I've seen like a couple videos similar to this now. I've talked about similar ones before. Thankfully this one isn't as bad. I mean, it's still bad, but thankfully they actually stopped recording to get the cat out. The other ones that I've seen, they just let it happen and they don't do anything. So at least they did something, but I just don't know why you'd let this happen in the first place. Why would you risk your bearded dragon's life just to film a quick TikTok? Please guys, if you have cats in your house and you're worried about them getting your closures, use a lid. Like a good lid too, one that's like secure and won't like break or anything like that, you know? Okay, this is an interesting one. I did have someone ask me what was going on in this video, because it's just like these fish that are just so still, like they're barely moving. So these are goldfish, and it looks like from the video that these goldfish are actually in a state of torpor, because believe it or not, goldfish actually do go in a state of hibernation when it's really cold, and it looks like that's what's happening in this video, that the temperature must be quite low, so they've gone into this torpor state. So it is similar to hibernation. Basically they become a lot less active and they just kind of don't move. They don't need to eat much either during this stage. They just kind of float around for a bit until it gets warmer, and this is actually completely normal, and this is just what fish do. Like if you have a pond that's not heated and it gets quite cold during winter, then they'll go into this state. So yeah, this is normal. It is quite interesting though, seeing so many fish do it at once, you know, because I don't usually see it in tanks. Usually I see it in ponds, so it must be pretty cold. But yeah, hamsters and other animals do the same thing. Hamsters go into a state of torpor when it gets too cold. This video has 6.4 million likes. That's insane. Okay. It just really annoys me when people think that two completely different species that are predator and prey, by the way, can be friends. Like, that's not what's happening here. These animals aren't friends. They don't know, they can't communicate with each other. Oh god. Ren's getting horny. Ren! Don't do that! Hey! Stop being horny! Sorry, it's breeding season at the moment, and they're being weird. Honestly, this hamster looks absolutely terrified. I'm sure some people are gonna say, oh, but the hamster's running into the cat. The only reason the hamster's running into the cat like that is because it's terrified and has nowhere else to hide. The hamster just wants to find somewhere it can hide away from everything, and it doesn't have anywhere else to go but there. The hamster's just really lucky that that cat doesn't seem to give a shit, which is good, but that doesn't mean you can put them together like this. Like, this hamster's terrified. It's so scared that it can't even move, and it's just so unfair on this poor little hamster. And then letting your cat lick the hamster? Come on. Why would you do that? Cats have so much harmful bacteria in their mouths that kill hamsters and mice and other small animals. Why would you let them lick it? And why are they holding it like it's a little cookie? The comments on this video are also very disappointing. It's just people think it's really cute and they're like, oh, they're besties! Like, no, they're not. Okay, I actually have not watched this whole video. I wanted to watch it all with you guys to see what happened. I only got up to this part where I saw the tiny little sad tank in the back, but someone tagged me in this and I think he's gonna...
absolutely horrible.
He's gonna fix the tank.
I feel like I'm this fish's last hope. So I went to PetSmart and they told me to add this to all the water that I put in. I guess it does something to make it survivable for the fish. So I got a little environment set up, you know, some for her to keep her safe. I'm gonna start by transferring the fish. I already know what y'all are gonna say. Like, this shit is animal abuse, but this is not my fish, so
Jesus Christ.
don't hate me. Y'all, I don't even know where it is.
Is it
Okay, so I
alive?
found it. It is alive, and I'm going to try and extract it. Oh my god, y'all. This is
Oh my
so
god, what kind of
gross.
fish is it?
I was a little too ambitious, so I need to take out some things in the tank. All right, I see the fish, and I'm going to try and extract it. Oh, yes. Did I get it? Hmm? Oh, no.
There's
I'm
like
just trying-
mold on this tank.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
Oh, it's a beta
yes.
fish.
Hi, baby. We'll fix you up good.
Poor thing.
All right, step 1, done. Y'all,
Oh
if
my God.
there was a CPS for fish, I would have called that bitch weeks ago. So Miss Laura Lee gave me a scraper for the sides, some new filters,
Okay.
and this
The filter pads, but alright.
pump to get all the poop and shit out. Okay, I've got the
I mean, you can probably just tip it down the sink.
see if it works. So the penis pump didn't work, and we're just gonna strain the rocks
It's
now.
too big, that's why. It's way too big for that tiny tank. Can you guys please be quiet? Sorry, they're being loud.
Like eggs. So I've got the rocks.
I can imagine
All
the
clean.
smell.
I kept a little bit of the water because I saw on the internet, like, if you just put too much clean water, it, like, shocks it or whatever.
It's more that you need to keep some of the filter media because it could potentially have some beneficial bacteria in there.
Everything's looking good. Blood pressure's amazing. Heart rate good. Oxygen's a little on the side, but alright. Got a filter that fits.
I think it's funny that he keeps calling the filter media a filter.
Fish is gonna be breathing in 4K, motherfuckers.
This video is actually pretty funny.
Day is clean. Thank you all.
Okay, this is actually a really wholesome video. Like, I know the tank's really tiny and all, but I kind of don't blame him because it's not his fish. I think it's really cool that he's going through all this effort to help the fish that is not even his. I mean, he's doing a pretty decent job, but he's definitely trying, and that's good enough. I don't know why they just gave him Quick Start. I mean, that would be useful because Quick Start it's basically bottled beneficial bacteria, so it will help with keeping beneficial bacteria alive in the tank. But it doesn't remove chlorine, so you'll still need something for that. Prime is always good.
We actually have not had a proper funeral yet.
Oh no, she died!
Our owner to come back from vacation for it. I think it would mean a lot to Gilly if all of you were here for it.
Oh, don't flush it. Okay. Aww. I'm actually sad to hear that.
You had a good run.
I think this was uploaded the same day he cleaned the tank, but I'm so sad to hear that because he clearly tried, you know, to make the tank better and stuff, and he did a good job, but I think maybe it was too much of a shock changing all that. I can't like say exactly why the fish died. It could have just been for no reason, but potentially it could be that there was beneficial bacteria in the tank before it was clean. Even though it looked absolutely horrendous and disgusting, there's probably still some beneficial bacteria growing in there, keeping the fish alive. The tank was probably set up for a while, so there's probably good bacteria in there that was keeping the fish alive and keeping the water decently okay-ish, enough for the fish to survive anyway. Potentially by doing such a big deep clean, it could have actually killed off a lot of the beneficial bacteria that there was left in there. When you are changing a fish from one tank to another, it's best to keep the original filter media. Even if it's really dirty, it's best to keep it in the new tank for a while until the tank's been established for a long time, because it keeps all that good bacteria in there and keeps the cycle going. Again, I'm not saying it's his fault though. I do understand that it's not his fish, and it just seemed like he was genuinely trying to do a good thing for it, which is really cool. I'm just saying that just for anyone else who might have a similar problem or something like that. But yeah, I hope this guy's friend doesn't get a fish ever again, because oh my god, that was horrendous. But again, thank you for trying to save this fish. I'm sure she appreciated that last little bit of good life before she did pass away. But yeah, so I think that's all I'm going to review today. These were some interesting videos today. Thank you guys for tagging me in these videos because these ones were quite interesting to talk about today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it could help you. Feel free to tag me in any other ones you want me to review in my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!